As two of the greatest managers of our generation progress to the finals of the top European competitions, we take a closer look at what makes them special. Hello and welcome to the Hermanos Foundation YouTube channel. As you well know, Pep Guardiola is set to play another UEFA Champions League finals with Manchester City, while Jose Mourinho's AS Roma have progressed to the finals of the Europa League. Here, we will compare the management style, achievements and contributions made to football by Pep Guardiola and Jose Mourinho. These two are widely regarded as two of the greatest managers in football history, with medals galore and countless accolades between them. But which managerial great has the better record in football? And how did they revolutionize the sport of football by bringing in their respective new ideas, tactics and strategy? We will start by looking at their backgrounds and how they got into management. Then we will compare their records in terms of games, wins, trophies and awards. Next, we will analyze their styles of play and how they have influenced the game with their innovations and adaptations. Finally, we will look at some of their most memorable encounters and what makes their rivalry so fascinating. Part 1. The Superhero Origins. Let's begin with the former Barcelona legend. Pep Guardiola was born in Sant Pedro, Spain, in 1971. He started his playing career as a midfielder for Barcelona's youth academy, La Masia, where he learned the principles of possession-based football under Johan Cruyff. He made his debut for the first team in 1990 and went on to win 6 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey titles and 1 European Cup among other trophies. He also played for Spain's national team, earning 47 caps and winning the gold medal at the 1992 Olympics. Guardiola retired as a player in 2006 and became the coach of Barcelona B, the club's reserve team, in 2007. He led them to promotion to the second division in his first season. In 2008, he was appointed as the manager of Barcelona's first team, replacing Frank Rijkaard. He immediately made an impact by selling some of the star players like Ronaldinho and Deco and promoting some of the young talents like Sergio Busquets and Pedro. He also gave more freedom and responsibility to Lionel Messi, who would become the best player in the world under his guidance. In his 4 seasons at Barcelona, Guardiola won 14 trophies out of a possible 19, including 3 La Liga titles, 2 Copa del Rey titles and 2 Champions League titles. He also won 2 FIFA Club World Cups, 3 UEFA Super Cups and 3 Spanish Super Cups. He created one of the most dominant and beautiful teams in football history, with a style of play based on high pressing, short passing, positional play and attacking flair. His team broke several records, such as scoring 158 goals in a single season, 2008-09, winning 6 trophies in a calendar year, 2009, and achieving a 99-point tally in La Liga, 2009-10. Guardiola left Barcelona in 2012 after feeling exhausted and needing a break from football. He took a year-long sabbatical before joining Bayern Munich in 2013. He continued his success in Germany, winning 3 Bundesliga titles, 2 DFB Pokal titles, 1 UEFA Super Cup and 1 FIFA Club World Cup. He also reached 3 consecutive Champions League semi-finals but failed to win the trophy. He improved some of the players like Philipp Lahm, David Alaba and Thomas Muller and introduced some new signings like Thiago Alcantara, Robert Lewandowski, and Douglas Costa. He also experimented with different formations and tactics, such as using a back 3 or a false 9. Guardiola left Bayern Munich in 2016 after feeling that he had achieved everything he could with the club. He joined Manchester City in 2016 with the ambition of conquering England and Europe. He faced some challenges in his first season, finishing 3rd in the Premier League and exiting the Champions League in the round of 16. However, he bounced back in his second season by winning the Premier League with a record-breaking 100 points and adding the League Cup to his collection. He also won both trophies again in his 3rd season, becoming the first manager to win a domestic treble in England. In his 4th season at Manchester City, Guardiola faced some setbacks as his team finished 2nd in the Premier League behind Liverpool and lost in the Champions League quarter-finals to Lyon. However, he still managed to win another League Cup and reach another FA Cup semi-final. In his 5th season at Manchester City, Guardiola reclaimed the Premier League title with ease and added another League Cup to his tally. He also reached his first Champions League final with Manchester City but lost to Chelsea. Following a win in the 2021-22 Premier League season, Guardiola is now expected to win his 4th PL title in 5 years this year. Guardiola's overall record as a manager is outstanding. He has won 31 trophies out of a possible 41 in his 13 seasons as a manager. He has won 10 league titles, over 7 domestic cups and 2 Champions League titles among other trophies. He has also won 4 FIFA Club World Cups, 4 UEFA Super Cups and 7 domestic Super Cups. As the manager, his success percentage is outstanding, with a win rate of 70% and a points per game average of 2.36. As of the end of the 2022 season, his teams had scored 1,286 goals and conceded only 424 goals as a manager, with a goals per game ratio of 2.44 and a goals against per game ratio of 0.81. He has also won several individual awards as a manager, such as 3 FIFA World Coach of the Year awards, 3 UEFA Manager of the Year awards, and 8 Domestic Manager of the Year awards. Now we move on to the special one. José Mourinho was born in Setúbal, Portugal, in 1963. He started his career as an interpreter for Bobby Robson at Sporting Lisbon, Porto, and Barcelona, where he learned from one of the most respected managers in football history. He also worked as an assistant for Louis van Gaal at Barcelona before becoming a manager himself. He made his debut as a manager for Benfica in 2000 but left after only 9 games due to disagreements with the board. He then joined União de Leiria in 2001 and led them to an impressive 4th-place finish in his first season. Mourinho's breakthrough came when he joined Porto in 2002. He transformed Porto into a dominant force both domestically and internationally, winning 2 Primeira Liga titles, 1 Taça de Portugal title and 1 Supertaça Candido de Oliveira title. He also won 2 European trophies with Porto, the UEFA Cup in 2003 and the Champions League in 2004, beating teams like Manchester United, Lyon and Monaco along the way. He created a team that was well organised, disciplined and efficient, with players like Ricardo Carvalho, Deco and Benny McCarthy shining under his guidance. Mourinho left Porto in 2004 after winning everything he could with the club. He joined Chelsea in 2004 with the backing of billionaire owner Roman Abramovich. He immediately made an impact by winning back-to-back Premier League titles in his first 2 seasons, ending Arsenal's unbeaten run and Manchester United's dominance. He also won 1 FA Cup title, 2 League Cup titles and 1 FA Community Shield title with Chelsea. He built a team that was solid, compact and ruthless, with players like John Terry, Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba becoming legends under his management. Mourinho left Chelsea in 2007 after falling out with Abramovich over transfer policy and results. He joined Inter Milan in 2008, where he continued his success in Italy. He won 2 Serie A titles, 1 Coppa Italia title and 1 Supercoppa Italiana title with Inter Milan. He also won another Champions League title in 2010, becoming the first manager to win it with 2 different teams. He achieved this by beating teams like Chelsea, Barcelona and Bayern Munich with his tactical masterclass. He created a team that was resilient, determined and clinical, with players like Javier Zanetti, Wesley Sneijder and Diego Milito delivering under his leadership. Mourinho left Inter Milan in 2010 after achieving history with the club. He joined Real Madrid in 2010, where he faced his biggest challenge yet, stopping Guardiola's Barcelona. He struggled in his first season, finishing second in La Liga and losing in the Champions League semi-final to Barcelona. However, he bounced back in his second season by winning La Liga with a record-breaking 100 points and ending Barcelona's domestic dominance. He also won 1 Copa del Rey title and 1 Supercopa de España title with Real Madrid. He built a team that was fast, powerful and explosive, with players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Xabi Alonso and Karim Benzema flourishing under his command. Mourinho left Real Madrid in 2013 after clashing with some of the players and fans over his style and attitude. He returned to Chelsea in 2013 where he won another Premier League title in his second season as well as another League Cup title. However, he failed to replicate his previous success in Europe as he exited the Champions League in the round of 16 twice. He also faced a disastrous title defense in his third season as he lost 9 out of 16 games before being sacked by Abramovich again. This was followed by 2 more stints in the Premier League. First at Manchester United and then at Tottenham Hotspurs. Mourinho's overall stats in the Premier League are also impressive. He has won 217 out of 362 games, with a win rate of 60% and a points per game average of 2.03. He has scored 625 goals and conceded 303, with a goals per game ratio of 1.73 and a goals against per game ratio of 0.841. He has also broken some records, such as the fewest goals conceded, 15, and the most clean sheets, 25, in a single season, 2004-05, as well as the longest unbeaten home run, 77, in English top-flight history, 2004-08. Part 2, Tactics and Coaching Style. Guardiola's coaching style is based on educating his players and letting them think for themselves. He gives them freedom and responsibility once they have gained his trust. He also adapts his strategies based on the qualities of his personnel and the situation he operates in. He is not afraid to experiment with different formations and systems depending on the opponent and the circumstances. Guardiola's motivational approach is based on inspiring his players and making them enjoy the game. He praises them when they perform well and supports them when they make mistakes. He also challenges them to improve and reach their potential. He builds a strong relationship with his players based on mutual respect and admiration. Guardiola's tactics are based on total football philosophy which involves full commitment and immaculate preparation. He wants his teams to dominate the ball, control the tempo and create chances. He also wants his teams to press high, recover the ball quickly and counter-attack with speed. He uses a variety of tactical concepts such as positional play, false nine, inverted fullbacks and half spaces. Guardiola is a very possession-oriented manager. He wants his teams to dominate the ball and create chances through passing and movement. He is also known for his attention to detail and his ability to get the best out of his players. Guardiola is credited with popularizing the tiki-taka style of play, which emphasizes short, passing combinations in order to create chances. This style of play has been adopted by many top teams around the world, and it has helped to make football a more attractive and fluid game. Mourinho is a more pragmatic manager. He is willing to adapt his style to the opposition and is not afraid to make substitutions or change tactics during a game. He is also known for his man management skills and his ability to get the best out of his players in big games. Mourinho is known for his parking the bus approach, which involves defending deep and compact in order to frustrate the opposition. This approach has been criticized by some, but it has also been very successful, as Mourinho has won trophies with teams that were not considered to be the favorites. Mourinho's coaching style is based on controlling his players and making them follow his instructions. He imposes his authority and demands loyalty and discipline from his players. He also uses psychological warfare, mind games and controversial comments to motivate his players or unsettle his rivals. Mourinho's motivational approach is based on provoking his players and making them feel special. He criticizes them when they perform poorly and rewards them when they perform well. He also protects them from external pressure and criticism. He creates a strong bond with his players based on mutual trust and admiration. Mourinho's tactics are based on pragmatic philosophy, which involves adapting to the circumstances and exploiting the weaknesses of the opponent. He wants his teams to be solid, compact and ruthless. He also wants his teams to be disciplined, organized and resilient. Part 3. Rivalry. The rivalry between Guardiola and Mourinho is one of the most fascinating in football history. They have clashed 23 times in their managerial careers, with Guardiola winning 11 times, Mourinho winning 6 times, and 6 draws. They have faced each other in 3 countries, Italy, Spain and England, and have decided several pieces of silverware between them. They have also sparked some of the most intriguing tactical innovations and some of the most heated confrontations. Some of their most memorable encounters include 1. The Champions League semi-final between Inter Milan and Barcelona in 2010, where Mourinho's defensive masterclass knocked out Guardiola's European champions. 2. The La Liga clash between Barcelona and Real Madrid in 2010, where Guardiola's team humiliated Mourinho's team with a 5-0 thrashing at Camp Nou. 3. The Copa del Rey final between Real Madrid and Barcelona in 2011, where Mourinho's team ended Guardiola's team's domestic dominance with a 1-0 win after extra time. 4. The FA Cup semi-final between Manchester City and Chelsea in 2013, where Guardiola's team beat Mourinho's team 2-1 thanks to goals from Sergio Aguero and Samir Nasri. 5. The Premier League match between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur in 2020, where Mourinho's team stunned Guardiola's team with a 2-0 win thanks to goals from Steven Bergwijn and Son Heung-min. Perhaps if they win their respective European trophies this season, football fans would be treated to a 24th encounter between these two. So who is the better manager, Pep Guardiola or Jose Mourinho? It is hard to say definitively, as they have different styles, philosophies and personalities. They have both achieved incredible success in their careers, winning multiple trophies across different leagues and continents. They have both revolutionized football by bringing in their respective new ideas, tactics and strategy. They have both influenced generations of players and managers who have learned from them or tried to emulate them. Perhaps it is best to appreciate them both for what they are, two Picassos of football management who have enriched the game with their artistry.